What's going on, guys? We're now doing the intercooler piping today. I've got a mate coming around that's well, he's been around, he's just left to get some more stuff. But he's a boiler maker, so he knows how to do this stuff, knows how to weld it. As you can see, he's welded on our the V-band for this elbow, which will then got to work out the placement, but that'll go down there somewhere. He's just ducked off to get some 3-inch pipe from his workshop so we can mock up the dump, as well as a couple other things. But yeah, everything's all mounted, as you saw in probably the last episode. I just had to modify this bracket. I pretty much just cut the backside, top half of this off, because it went down underneath and caught this. Took it off, cut it in half, flipped it upside down, and it's just pushed this over that way more, so I can now, just with my chest piece, I can fit that pretty much all the way in, and I haven't even cut the hole yet, which is nice. So yeah, that's out of the way now. I shouldn't have threw that. I'll probably drill a hole in that backside now. Probably just do a slightly bigger hole than I need, just so that we have a bit more room to play and don't have the pipe sitting. But I'll do the same on this side. After I cut the hole on that right passenger side, I'll come through and I'll cut this one in the same spot roughly, just so it's a bit more symmetrical. And then the other thing I got to do quickly is, I don't know if I'll be able to get the camera in there, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see there. You got like these two coils for the brake lines, like the I don't know, not sure the purpose of them, am I? But you can see that alloy pipe just behind it. That's the size piping that we were planning to use. It just fits, but it touches at the moment, so I believe, oh god damn it, I believe if I just push through here somewhere, yeah, that's the bracket for it, that's the thing. So I'm just going to bend that bracket and push the bracket brake lines away a bit, just to give us a bit more room, and then yeah, that'll give us enough room to snake it underneath this box through here. You can see it coming up there, come up 90 degrees across, 90 degrees that way, run down this top corner of the rocker cover, 90 degrees into there, and this one will have a 90-degree joiner off of that. Pretty much straight pipe coming through here, and then we're going to cut a 90 and do an S-bend, so just one like that, nice and simple. Two probably 90-degree joiners here. But yeah, so I don't know how much I'll be able to film with this, just because we are paying this person to help us, like, to do this fabrication for us. So obviously I don't want to waste his time, don't want to waste my time. I want to help him as much as I can, get it done as soon as we can, because this car was supposed to be out of this shed today, and as you can see, it's not ready to be out of the shed, so need to get hustling. So let me get cracking, eh? I took that battery box out, and now you can see 2.5-inch pipe. It's just fits in there. Ignore this, because I'll change that hose anyway. Both of them are leaking, so I'll change that, and I can reroute that to go down with the one that goes down to the pump rather than the steering box. So that's not a drama, but you see these coiled brake lines in the way. So I'm just going to try and bend the bracket that they're actually bolted on, and just tilt them to the left a little, just to give us enough clearance to keep that pipe where it is. All right, as you can see, I haven't really bent it too much, moved the brake lines around, but I've got a lot more room to play, so I should be able to snake something in there. Also took this hose off, because obviously that was in the way, but that's fine, because this can bend a little, which I'll probably just shoot it back towards the other one, cable tight, so it goes down with it and runs across here the same. But that should work out well there, which that'll run across there. Let me just got the other piece, another one here. This isn't what we're using, this is just left over from my patrol, but it'll give you the right idea. But this will run across, pretty much straight across there. Then we'll have this turn like that, and then one like that. Bit rudimentary and very simple, but that's about all you can do with these motors while keeping the stock intake, just because The stock intake's a 3-inch inlet, but you can't really fit a 3-inch pipe across here without it hitting the bonnet. And the only way to get away with not having the 3-inch pipe going across here is to have a forward-facing manifold. But they're stupid expensive, and we're not really chasing high horsepower where it's needed. So this will do. Everyone does it. It's fine. More than likely, we're going to have to remake this aircon line. Just take it to an aircon shop and say, redo it, which isn't difficult. That only take a couple $100 and a couple hours for them to do, if that. All they got to do is decharge the system, pull it out, and then they'll just run a bigger piece of rubber here and redo the crimps, just so I can route it. Probably maybe route it down onto the chassis rail or something and go across, or I might route it across this way, go underneath the airbox, which makes a little more sense. Underneath here and come out that way. But whatever they think works best, we'll know. But we'll know a lot more once we actually figure out the piping and have the piping in. So we ended up getting one side of the intercooler piping just tacked up for today. So I got to get the silicone joiners. So just using what's left over from mine. But 90, 90, cut a 90 in half. So we got two 45s. So it narrows down there. Then we've got a big sweeping 90 comes across here. We've got two 45s and then another 90 to get out through this and then some. That one was a bit tricky, but ended up getting that through. There's not much room between anything. Like that's currently touching, but we're going to put a bracket on it to space it out. I had to bend this back. This normally sits about there, but I bent this bracket, re-drilled the hole there and slotted it so I could twist this back, get this off of the pipe and all that jazz. And then Bella's got the battery tray, as you can see. Hold on.
Yeah, it goes that way.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Tuck her in. Yeah, it's just around about there.
yeah.
So it still fits all around all that jazz. Very nice. I can worked out how to clock the turbo, which is nice. So it's just loose. It's going to probably sit about there. A 45 plus this random piece that we had. No, somewhere. This one. A 45 on the end of this, which is like a 70 degree or something. Or something stupid. Fits good there. and it will go underneath. Let me just chuck this in real quick. Ugh. Get out. There we go. Ugh. So this will sit about there with a 45 up to the turbo. Come straight there, and then we'll probably do a 45, go straight along here, and then do another like 45, 90 degree combination to get it out through there. But so far so good. It should clear under the bonnet. It's like, it's hard to see, but it's still just below the fender line, and the bonnet does arch up over it. We measured just going straight across the bonnet, and we had like 50 or 40 mil from the bracing on the underside to the height of the fenders. So it should be pretty good, but other than that, very happy, aren't we?
Yeah.
Who's back? We're back, baby. Didn't really get any videos of us making this just because I had a mate helping us and I didn't want to be a hindrance, but as you can see, 90, 90, 45, 45, 90, and so on. Bunch of little intricate pieces that you got to do to get through there. I got to clearance the radiator support just a little more, whatever. As you can see, they fit very nice. He did a very good job. But actually, I reinstalled the Dizzy normal because we actually have to keep the Dizzy only to use it as a cam and crank sensor, but so I can shorten the cap and shit to down here or whatever, but we actually need it. So I figured while it's in, because it's a plug and play ECU with just Dizzy, we're gonna see if we can get it started. But I don't know how I'm supposed to suggest that in this episode. Who knows? The boss will fix it. You'll notice the airbox is gone. Didn't really work with the turbo. Like the outlet was like up here and it was only 50 mil away from it, so we're gonna wait and see what our other options are. But got rid of that, of course. Yes, boss. Then the last thing, we got a little party pipe, a little screamer deemer. So the exhaust is fully mounted now. It's hectic. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera and myself, but I'm trying to shake the exhaust. Screamers on there, so should be alright. Shouldn't hit the tyre too much. It'll be fine. It'll be fun.
So that pretty much sums up this episode. Yeah, so next episode we're gonna try and start it, hopefully, see how it goes. Not start it like starting, but like test start it, make sure everything we've done so far is on the right track. Yeah, so stay tuned for that one.